Want to walk the sacred avenue of Avebury with me? See what you can perceive and receive off the land. This is the biggest stone circle in the UK and Europe. And we're walking in the opposite direction of how they would proceed in a procession up to the main stone circles, which I don't know that you'll be able to see any of the stones from here now. So be aware of what you perceive and receive. It's going to be a very, very subtle energy. These are marker stones. Wait a minute, I think that's actually a real one. So, this is a marker stone where they knew upon excavating that there once was a stone. Yep, it's totally immersed right in the landscape. The Middle Ages, medieval times rather, they built a village right in the center of this massive stone circle that has a bunch of different parts to it now. Is that big? Different stones and different stone circles are made of different minerals, and they have different feelings that you get, a different sense to them depending on the minerals in the stone. One of the stone circles I take the Dragon Masters to on their retreat is pure quartz. And that's phenomenal. Been there at sunset and it's unreal just how beautiful the energy is. I believe that granite is the main mineral of these stones here. It's another marker stone. Avebury is a gajillion% more alive than Stonehenge in a lot of people's perspective, including mine. We can go right up to the stones here. Some of my students are down there, practitioners receiving their training, new skills and new capacities. It's interesting that there's a road right next to this ancient avenue, 6,000 years old. About 3,500 BC. Most of the stone circles were built more towards 2,500 BC. In the Bronze Age, this is older. Minimal excavations here. One of them more recently found out that this wasn't, surprisingly, it wasn't just a site for ceremony in the main stone circles here, because they are again divided into a couple of different parts or sections, but actual relics were found, artifacts that pointed to there had been settlement here, where there's the banks and ditches like out here on the avenue to that hill. This is part of where they recently, in the last couple of years, excavated and found stuff related to settlement. Whereas like in Stonehenge, in the Darrington Walls, which is a huge area just outside of Stonehenge, where it's believed they got on boats down a procession solstices, and they proceeded down the river there. Was it the Avon? And then they entered Stonehenge from an avenue as well that isn't up like this one. They found in Darrington Walls a lot of bones from pig, so that they were able to tell that there was a lot of feasting done. And it's understood that because of Stonehenge's alignment, the eclipses, pardon me, it was solstices, winter and summer. Sunrise and sunset, different alignments, depending on which solstice. So a lot of different questions about what Avebury aligns with astrologically and astronomically. From all the research I've done, no clear answers yet. The circles are so big. Different shaped stones are indicating they're considered masculine or feminine energy. They've done studies at the head here in the avenue, the two lead stones, measuring the hertz, and both of them were found to be at about the 7.8 marker, which is perfect for the body's optimal well-being and health. Well-being being primary, because that's what leads to health, day-to-day well-being. So my students naturally headed there when given free rein, the ones who've been here with me before. And sitting, leaning against those stones is such a, the two lead stones I'm talking about, is such a recharger. I walk them through a lot more different processes and how to connect and receive from visiting these sacred sites. It's too much for right now. We're too advanced and only able to be gotten to walking on the land with me and learning about this in the retreats, which are super duper fun. What you feeling? What you perceiving? Unsteady. Otherwise, this would be smoother, but you can handle it. Don't let it distract you. But this isn't perfect. Raw nature where the ground isn't even. down as I approach my students. Hope you've enjoyed. Feel good. Namaste.